Okay, problem number 19. Told you we're going to keep doing these things so we have it perfect. We're asked to evaluate the sum of I times the quantity I minus 1 squared as I goes from 1 to 15. First thing I'm going to do is expand this. Please remember, please remember, you can't distribute this I over this because this exponent is in the way, right? We have PEMDAS going on here, right? And it says that we must do our exponents before we do any multiplication. So we're going to expand this first. So I'm just going to go ahead and expand this. This I right here is this one here. If I expand this, I'll get I squared minus 2I plus 1, I believe. Isn't that right? I'm going to go ahead now. Now we can distribute. So I'm going to go ahead and distribute from here to here, here to here, and here to here, if you don't mind. And it should look like this. I times I squared is I cubed. You know what? Let's break this thing out now. I'm going to go ahead and break this thing out now because I think we're in a good place. So I'm going to use my summation all the way across this. So I'm going to take the summation of I times I squared is I cubed as I equals 1 to 15. We have this minus 2 here, so I'm going to take this minus 2. Remember that we have I times negative 2I, so that's I squared. So the summation of I equals 1 to 15 of I squared, right? I times 1 is positive 1, so plus the summation of I equals 1 to 15 of I. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff. So I'm going to go on from here and just see if we can't work that out a little bit. So let's do this first part here. So right now we'll we are still in sigma form. Sorry, you guys, I suck. We're in sigma form. I want to get the summation into summation formulas. So I know the summation formula for this is n squared times n plus 2 squared over 4. How do I know that? Because I have it memorized. We talked about how important this is. This negative sign is this one. This 2 is this 2. But I know that I squared can be written in summation as a summation formula of n times n plus 1 times 2n plus 1. Can it? All over 6, right? Plus, so that gives all this crap right here. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. Let's make sure we have this. All this crap right here translates into this stuff here, doesn't it? And, let me see. All this crap right here translates into that, right? We're changing into these formulas. If you don't know these formulas, that's what you got to start working on right now. And all this crap right here is the stuff I'm going to write over there. Is that cool? So hopefully that's going to work good for you. And we know that summation formula for sigma I is equal to is just n times n plus 1 over 2. Now this could really suck, except for the fact that our upper and lower bounds are, our lower and upper bounds are actual numbers. So I don't have to do any of this stuff. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm just actually going to put all this stuff in now. And if you look at it, it would look like this, wouldn't it? This is n is 15, so we'd have, look, I'm just going to keep going. That's cool. Is 15 squared times 16 squared, right? 15 plus 1 is 16. This is this over 4 minus this 2. N is 15, right? 15. Then it says 15 plus 1. 15 plus 1 is 16. Then it says 2 times 15, which is 30, plus 1 is 31, isn't it? All over 6 plus 15 here, because n is 15. We know that because it says n is 15 up here. And 15 plus 1 is 16, and all this crap. And then we'll do all this math, and I'm not going to do it. Please forgive me. I'm not trying to be a jerk about it, but I'm not going to do all this crap. It's equal to 12,040 or something like that. All right? Okay, so I hope this is really helpful. If you have any comments or questions, please ask me, or tell me if I made a mistake. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Thanks.